And we're going to move to the battle over abortion rights. That issue front and center after Republican Senator Lindsey Graham introduced a bill this week here in Washington to ban abortion nationwide. ABC's congressional correspondent Rachel Scott joins us now with more on how this is playing out just 2 months ahead of the midterms. Rachel, walk us through the current restrictions across the country and how this bill plays into that.
Yeah, well, I could tell you that this really threw Republicans for a loop, Kenneth. And it wasn't just the messaging of the bill, that 15-week nationwide ban, but also the timing, because as you mentioned, we are less than 2 months out from Election Day. When it comes to the messaging here, most Republicans believe that this issue should be left up to the states to decide. And that's exactly what the Supreme Court did. They turned the power over to the states to decide their own abortion restrictions. So take a look at the landscape here. Right now, you have 15 states where abortions are mostly banned or unavailable. 15 states where abortions had pretty much all but stopped. The latest is right here in Indiana. This was actually the first state to pass a law to ban abortion after the Supreme Court overturned Roe versus Wade, but it just went into effect just about 24 hours ago. Now, this is a changing landscape, of course, and the battle over abortion will soon shift to these 5 states. These are the 5 states where abortion will be on the ballot in November. So I want to start with the states that are looking to protect access to abortion. States like California, states like Michigan, states like Vermont. These are the states that are looking to have these measures that would basically enshrine in the state's constitution that abortion and the right to abortion is protected under the state's constitution. Now let's take a look at the states that are looking to further restrict access to abortion. This is all led by a push by Republicans. So states like Montana, states like Kentucky. Montana will add criminal liabilities for healthcare workers. A state like Kentucky would make it clear in the state's constitution that abortion is not protected. The last time that we saw a ballot measure like this be proposed was right here in this critical state of Kansas. You may remember this just a few weeks ago here. You had a conservative state overwhelmingly vote to protect access to abortion. And what's really interesting is that we're starting to see some new data come out of Kansas and the aftermath of that vote. So Target Smart Insight, the Democratic data firm, they say that in Kansas, 51% of the electorate was Republicans, and 1 in 4 Republicans actually voted to protect access to abortion, Kenneth.
And Rachel, several Republican Senate hopefuls are now downplaying their abortion views ahead of November. What are you seeing?
Yeah, this is really interesting. It's a trend that we're seeing across the country here. Republicans sort of backtracking or shifting their stances. So Blake Masters, who's a candidate for Senate in Arizona, he went so far as to scrub the words, "I'm 100% pro-life," from his campaign website. Zach Nunn, a congressional candidate in Iowa's 3rd district, he raised his hand on the debate stage saying that he believes abortion should be illegal, no exceptions. Now he penned an op-ed saying that there should be exceptions to save the life of a mother. And then Dr. Scott Jensen, who's a Republican running for governor in Minnesota, he said that he would ban abortion if he was elected as governor. Now he's running ads saying that abortion is protected under the state's constitution, that no governor could change that, and that he wouldn't try to. It's clear here that Republicans are paying attention to what the voters are saying, even paying attention to some of the polls. So I want to point you to a fresh poll straight out of New York Times, Siena. It just came out just this morning here, and I want to just divide this a little bit for you, just so it's easier to understand here. When they asked registered voters about whether or not abortion should be legal, you had 62% say that abortion should always be legal or mostly legal. And then on the other end of this, when they asked registered voters if it should be illegal, you had 31% say it should be mostly illegal or always illegal. So the majority of Americans believe that there should be some type of access to abortion. That same poll asked the question about whether or not they support the Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe versus Wade, pointing you to this number right here. 52% strongly opposed, 3% said they never heard of it. Clearly, Kenneth, they are not watching ABC News Live because we've been all over it.
Yeah, we have been all over. You've been all over it, my friend. Thank you for giving us that information and getting those numbers straight for us. I really appreciate it. Thank you again, Rachel.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.